Now, in order to get back with your ex and create the relationship that you want, and most importantly, putting yourself back in control of your love life so that you never have to worry about getting hurt or dumped again, you need to learn and discover how to persuade your ex. Now, you know and I know that there's a lot of advice out there about no contact and some sort of magic formula, then you can say these magic words. But really, you have to know how to reactivate their desire for you again. You need to know how to make them want and crave you and to think about you, wonder how you're doing, to miss you. And in order to do that, you need to know how to persuade them. Now, there's a common mistake that people make, and in order to tell you about this, I need to kind of tell you an embarrassing story about me and how I came to learn these things. See, after I got dumped, I was sitting at home and I had tried everything. I had called and I had texted and I had begged and pleaded, and I had done everything I could to try and change her mind. And I remember one night I was laying in bed and I was missing her, like usual, and I just wanted to talk to her. I wanted to be able to sit down and work things out, and I knew that if I could just get through to her, we could be back together. I could feel us walking hand in hand. We could be spending time and making memories together. So there I am laying in bed, and all I can think of is calling her. Who is she out with? What are they doing? And is she liking him more than she likes me? So the embarrassing part of the story is I actually called her 28 times in a row. It's true. And the reason that she didn't answer is because she was out on a date with another guy. Now, obviously, that's not the way you want to go about it and can certainly hurt your chances. It didn't make me look very good in the process either, and it was certainly unattractive. And yet, in spite of all of that, and there were many other bad mistakes that I made, I was still able to realize how to persuade her, how to reactivate her attraction, how to make her forget about everything else except me, and allow us to be back together. And here's the funny thing. Once I started doing this, things that actually worked instead of the things that don't work, she was the one who was calling me. She was the one texting me. She was the one telling me she missed me. And in fact, when we got back together, it was her idea. Now, I know that you want to have similar results. I know that. I know that you want to be in control of your love life. You don't want to be chasing your ex around. If you're a girl, you don't want to be wondering, who is he out with? Is he comparing you to somebody else? Does he think she's prettier than you are? If you're a guy, you don't want to be thinking about some other guy kissing your girl, or her laughing at his jokes, or her feeling connected to him. And so instead of that, and instead of just trying blindly to get them back and relying on, all the half-baked advice out there, there's a system out there for you. And that's what the M3 system is all about. It's about empowering you so that you can be in control of your relationship, in order to create a relationship that you want. You can't just be chasing them down. You have to change that position and change the balance of power so that you are the one that is the prize. You're the one your ex wants. And there are very specific and very easy ways to do it, as soon as you know how. Now, it's not like there's no work involved. You have to do things. So if you're not willing to change the way you're doing things, you'll probably see your ex walking down the street soon someday with somebody else and forgetting about you. Because just like you, the person that you're with, they want to be with somebody. We all want connection in our life. So if you aren't willing to do the work to allow them to find it, they're going to find it with somebody else. And then you'll be doomed to repeat the same cycle over and over. But right now is your opportunity to take action and to learn and discover how to be in a relationship so you are the one who controls it. How you can persuade them so that instead of calling and texting and having them blow you off, they're calling and texting you. I mean, just imagine for a moment that your ex, the person that you're loving and missing, that they call you and they want to come over. You share a glass of wine or share a kiss or hold each other's hands, or just laying next to each other and feeling their presence and knowing that they love you again. Knowing that they miss you and that they don't want anyone else but you. Well, that's what the M3 system is all about. It's been put together after literally months of trial and error and lots of error. But I ultimately had her come back to me more in love than ever before, more passionate, and more excited about us than ever. And I want you to have that same result. I want you to be able to look back on this as the moment that changed it, when you finally began to take control of your love life, to put yourself in the driver's seat. So what I want you to do is I want you to click the download link below this video, and when you do, the first module that I want you to check out is the persuasion module. And in it, you'll learn one sentence that is absolutely epic for getting people to do what you want. It allows you to hijack, penetrate through someone's defenses, your ex's defenses, and hijack their emotions. Find out what it really is that they want, and then position you as the one that satisfies it. Now you can imagine as I'm talking to you that if you can do that, then that person feels very devoted to you. And that's what I want you to experience. So when you download the M3 system, start with the persuasion module and then go through the M1 system, the M1 module, which is all about taking control of your emotions, and instead of letting your emotions get in the way and making you do things that you might feel embarrassed about, they empower you. And they make you look attractive so that your ex sees all the things that they were so attracted to you in the first place. All of the passion that fuels you. Instead of being something in the way that makes you afraid, it's out front and center so that your ex sees it and is drawn to it. And that's the way attraction works. Attraction is, we pull towards us. So the M3 system, you'll learn how to attract your ex back through very easy and simple things that you can say and do, and just ways of being. Here's the critical thing, is that after using the M3 system, not only do you have your ex back, but you get to be in control of your relationship once and for all. You don't have to walk on eggshells wondering, should I say this, or what's my next move? Instead, you'll get to harness the power of being the one who is in control of the relationship. And the person that you love is in it with you. So click on the link below now to get started, and when you do, you'll be able to look back with your ex in your arms, walking down the sidewalk, going on a picnic, going to get drinks together, and feeling that surge of love for him or her, and knowing that they feel the same way. Imagine how elated and on top of the world you will feel when your ex, him or her, is running back to you, calling and saying that they want to see you. That's what the M3 system is all about, so click on the link now to get started.